And we're alive. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD. What up, man?
You know what? Just another day in paradise. Lizzie's in the house. What's going on, Lizzie? Oh, there we go.
I walked in there and she was watching some documentary about male stripping and stuff like that. It was weird. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean,
I did want to open that place up called Potato Sacks, but I didn't get a lot of
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, well, I was going to do it on the side. I didn't want to. I need investors, not people who are interested.
I mean, yeah. Well, I'm interested in investing, so business partner. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Welcome in. This is Dry January, day one. It's the first day of the year, people. I know the holidays kicked everybody in the nuts. I'm just kidding. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. You got NA beer. I've got a sparkling hop water. What do you got?
I got Shiner Rodeo, the Red Amber. Huh. I picked up the mix pack, so I've got like the Red Amber, the Citrus Wit, and the Golden Brew going on over here. So.
Nice. Again, mine's St. Arnold Hop Spring. It's hop sparkling water. It's an alcohol-free hoppy sparkling water with 0 calories. Citra and Amarillo hops lend to floral aromas along with notes of grapefruit and fresh zest. Bright, zesty carbonation highlights the citrus notes and complements a soft hop profile that's never bitter. Ingredients: carbonated water, hops, phosphorus acid, which I don't think is very good. It's available year-round, 12-ounce cans. And I said 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 sodium, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 protein. So there you go.
Yeah, I got Untapped doesn't have anything on this as far as words are concerned, but we've had this on the show like multiple times.
Yeah. I went to their website. I'm sorry, StArnold.com.
Yeah. Going above and beyond.
Untapped, actually, I told you this. I said Untapped. I go, what the hell? It said this beer has been deleted. I go, I guess maybe because it's not a beer, it's a sparkling water. I was like, I don't know why it'd be deleted. But yeah, St. Arnold's out of where are they out of? San Antonio, Texas?
No, Houston.
Established craft brewery featuring facility tours and beer hall, serving pints and pub grub for lunch. Yeah. Did you go there? Did you pop into that one?
No, I didn't go to any when I went. Because when I went, we were only there for the day we went for the Houston game. Went there for the day, and then there was a day game. So like we got there, we checked into the hotel, and then we went and waited in line because it was a Justin Verlander bobblehead day. And then by the time the game was open, like that whole area around the stadium and that closes really early. Like we were walking around like 8:00 at night, and like a lot of restaurants were closed, and I don't know. It was really weird when I went. It was during the summer too,
I will add a note on this one. It's for the beer. You can find it in the NA section at Total Wine. It's growing and growing every single day, it seems like. Yeah. But the other thing I thought it was cool. Look, I know it's sparkling water, but yeah, it's an NA drink. But it was like $6 for a sixer. Like, I'm fine with that. So there you
go. I do have some. I went ahead and went to Shiner.com to look some information up. The availability is year-round in cans or draft on this. Malts, Vienna malt and red malt. Hops, Hirschbrucker. They use yeast lager. This amber brew has a toasted and malt forward profile that is balanced by subtle hops. It's a flavorful non-alcoholic brew with a smooth taste for any occasion. Just any. You can have this at a wedding, at a funeral, bar mitzvah.
Is that what they say on the website, Alan?
No. It's saying it's for any. So I'm just giving you some examples.
You're just giving me examples of
right of when you can have this. Parent teacher conference.
No,
it's non-alcoholic. It's just like drink. How many parents show up with they got their Stanley with a Hiyabusa tea or whatever. I don't know.
There was someone that had they dropped a beer in their Stanley or whatever because it had the straw or whatever. So it fits like a long neck bottle, fits right down in there, and then put the thing right on the top, sealed it. I was like, and it's not clinking around or nothing, dude. It's like someone in R&D figured out a glitch.
But here's my question: why leave the bottle in it?
Yeah,
because you got to take the empty bottle out.
Yeah,
just pour the beer in
You
it.
can have 40 ounces of beer instead of
Right,
just 12. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
But it's drinking beer out of a metal container. Like I just did it on what is it? The SB Fantasy, right? We just did the live stream over at SB Fantasy. And I poured beer into I didn't have it in a glass. I was like, I put it in my metal pint or whatever it is. I don't know, man. It doesn't taste the same and it foams up really hard. You know how long it took me to get 2 beers into that damn thing? Like it's something
no, but I bet you're gonna tell me.
it just took too long. Just too long.
Too long. It took too long.
Well, longer than it took me to put it in a glass. I'll tell you that.
Oh man. So it's been a couple weeks. We were off last week because it was Christmas,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's?
It's all right, man.
Good.
Like I said,
Good.
I don't like taking time off of work. You know,
That doesn't make any
he's
sense because all you talk about is retiring and not working anymore. But go on, tell me how you hate missing work.
well, I got a house full of people. I'd rather
Okay.
just be gone. Like if I would have just got up and left every day, I think I would have been okay. Like
Just
if
go
I
for
would
a
have just
walk every day for
I
8
did
hours.
well, I did. I went for my little walk for about 45 minutes. I went to the gym for about an hour and a half.
Sounds like
Um,
working hours, you gotta pump that up.
yeah, I don't know, man. It just I don't know. It wasn't a great break. I was like, I'm
Oh,
looking for
no.
the time that
Oh,
I
no.
just want to be
Oh, no.
alone, right? I just want to be alone.
Oh, jeez. Oh, buddy.
But yeah, no, everybody had a good time. Enjoyed ourselves. We do a Christmas Eve thing, so we party on Christmas Eve and then
Right.
rest on Christmas Day.
Mhm.
Give that to the in-laws, right? The in-laws can have Christmas Day, or the kids can just do whatever they want to do on Christmas Day, and doesn't really like. Okay, cool. See you. We'll see you. Thanks
Right.
for coming by. Do presents and everything the night before, and then we open up presents. Like for Lizzie and myself, we did that Christmas Day. She opened up a couple, and I was like, we'll save a couple for tomorrow. Whatever.
We'll save a couple for when they come in the mail too.
Jesus Christ. You know what? That other one showed up. It was Bath and Body Works. And when it showed up, I just brought it in the house. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to give it to her or not. I put it in the closet for a second. I was like, I don't know. She hadn't been that great this year, right? I was like, I don't know about all that. So, anyways, then I go and I go like, all right, all your crap's here. Here's the rest of your Christmas present. And Merry Christmas. I kind of just chunked it out. It was like a 30-pound box.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And she goes, geez, I didn't know. Well, I bought a ton of those. I told you I bought like a ton of those things because they were on sale, like
Yeah,
a couple bucks each.
at end of year clearance.
Yeah. And so knocked them all out. I was like, okay, if they get here early enough, she'll give them to the girls too, like the in-laws and whatnot. It's like, yeah. Give it to, the daughter-in-laws. And so
Sally, Susie, Becky,
and so they just didn't come in. So I was like kind of pissed about it too. And I was like, "Argh," but I was like, here you go. Just do whatever
You
you
were
want.
pretty disgruntled when we were texting. I think it was like Christmas Eve or something like that. And I was like, "Did you get your other packages in?" You're like, "I don't want to talk about it."
I didn't get the other ones until like 4 days later, and those I still have those in the closet. I'm debating on giving to her. I don't know. I might just go light them on fire.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's probably listening right now, and she's heading over to the closet right now.
She ain't listening to nothing. If she comes in here, she ain't coming in here. She's watching. I told you she's watching Potato Sacks
Potato.
on Max.
Huh. So,
What is it?
so
Cinemax
let's
anymore?
talk about you mean Skinamax?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that
so
still a
but
thing?
essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take potato sacks and rent them out to schools for potato sack races, right?
No,
That's what your idea? No, no.
no.
Oh shit, I
It's kind
don't
of
know
like
what.
the bear party, whatever it's called, the dancing bear. Like it's one of
Oh,
those. It's one of those aggressive kind of parties, where everybody just they're just there to get laid. They
it's
just
just
get railed. They're there to
like
just get railed.
it's like a key party.
Like think of it like this, okay?
Okay,
We've all been to what's that brewery in Bedford, Alan? The Turning Point.
turning point.
Yeah. Listen, if you're in the pit, you're looking for a good time. If you're on the outside of the pit, you're just there to kind of watch.
If you're in the pit though, you're fighting a bunch of kids. So I don't know about that. Looking
No,
for a
no,
good
no. I'm not saying we're
no,
having it
no,
there. I
no,
mean, it would
hold
be
on,
crazy to
hold
rent
on.
it out there.
So
Can I rent out
confused.
the brewery? What for? We got some interesting entertainment coming through. I bet if it was no, I'm not gonna I'm not
Potato
going.
sacks.
I'm not doing I'm not going there. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not
You're
gonna say
not doing it?
I'm not saying it. No, no, I'm not. No, no, not today. It's day
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna behave myself.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
New
I mean
year, new you.
yeah, yeah.
This is my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. New
It's the
year, new
dumbest thing
me.
on earth.
It's
It's
so
the
great.
dumbest.
So great. People that just say that are just so awesome. Yeah.
New year, you, me. Like, how bad were you in 2024 that you're like,
Like, I just need an all new me.
yeah,
Like,
like
it's just
how awful of a
bad
person
wishing.
were you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will say I've continued to have fun with just chiming in on other people's conversations.
Say it was. I
Uh,
ain't saying shit. I ain't saying anything,
but
DJ.
yeah,
Welcome.
I still continue to chime in on people's conversations as I'm walking by, just drive by conversations. I had another one at Walmart as I was leaving, and they stopped the lady. They stopped her to check her stuff, and I had my stuff, and a lot of my stuff wasn't in bags, like a big thing of water or whatever. And I always just keep walking. Like there's no reason for you to check my receipt. If you want to know if I paid for it all, ask the cashier who rung me up. I will be more than happy to tell you that I did pay for it all. Um, I was feeling extra salty the other day as I walked by, and this lady's like, "What about him? You didn't stop him." And I just turned around and looked at her and go, "Sucks to suck," and just kept walking.
That's not a drive-by conversation. You're engaging with someone that's talking about you directly.
Just dry. She wasn't talking to me.
No,
She
I
was
know.
talking to someone else about me. So I engaged then as a drive-by, and I just needed to stop so she heard me. You know, I wanted to make sure this one heard me as opposed to like the normal like. What was it today? Someone was
Sucks to suck.
this couple. They were in an argument. It's always fun when you have people in an argument. I love to chime in on those conversations.
Uh,
Um, and the the husband was talking to the wife, and he's like, "So what? You're just gonna let him just continue to walk all over you?" And as I just kept walking, I go, "Damn right she is," and just kept going.
I
And
mean,
you hear a "What the hell?" And I just keep walking. I don't. I gave you my input
yeah.
as a neutral third party, and I'm just gonna keep on going. What's up, TJ?
And you're in
Such and such,
public.
bro. Back to the lobby. Oh, dude, it's always like, yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
time.
God. I ran into somebody on speakerphone again, like just all the way from the parking lot, going through the double doors, and then into the gym. And he was still on the damn phone. I was like, oh my God, shut the. And I was kind of waiting for something funny because I was like, I just need him to ask a question or say something. I was like, because I'm ready. Like it's on the fly. You know what I mean? I do that.
With those, that's when you pop off with, like strip club comments or titties or
Yeah.
ass and titties, whatever, a combination of them.
Yeah.
Because there are, if you're having a conversation on a speakerphone in a store, you're not having a good conversation. It's never a good conversation.
Like, why are you doing it anyways? Like, why not? Like, I mean, no one has any, what is it called? I don't know what awareness or couth or modesty or anything. Everybody has everything is out there on the. There was like that meme that came out. It was like women are starting to cover up more, because of the predator people out there, looking at them and stuff. And then someone goes, "You mean here? I fixed the title for you. Women figure out clothing. It's called modesty, you moron. you, you used to have it. You don't have it no more." And I was like, I mean, it's kind of a rough way to do it, but sometimes it has to be like that. Yeah. I was like,
Hey,
God.
sometimes the truth hurts,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I'm here to be the truth teller is what I am.
yeah, and it's getting like that at the gym, obviously, you'll
Oh,
have
the gym's
some.
packed today, right? Did you
Oh,
go
I
to the gym
didn't.
today?
No, hell no. No, I think I'm done until they say National Quitters Day is like January 19th, so I'm just gonna ride that out.
Oh,
Um,
it's way
but
before then. It's way
I
before then. Jason Dennison's in the house. What's up, brother?
Happy New
Happy
Year,
New
bud.
Year, man.
Full stars. No, I went New Year's Eve and it was already kind of picking up or whatever. And yeah, like the clothing is just wild at
Oh,
times. It's just crazy. Even I'll say this it's a little weird for the dudes too. Like you're sitting there
there's
looking
stuff
around
that
like, okay,
short shorts, and you're like, why?
yeah, my kid does that. He wears real short shorts. Like he was up, him and his brother up on the roof. They're trimming trees. It's like last summer or the summer before. Must have been 2 summers ago. But anyway, and I'm like, Tyler, why do you have those short shorts on? Like the junk's like hanging out of the shorts, bro. Like, because he went
You,
and squatted down, and
right.
he's just resting. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes,
He's
oh
got, he's got the John Stockton shorts on,
yeah,
right?
I don't know what
Like
the
the
deal is.
rest of the NBA got longer shorts, and John Stockton's like, nah, man, I'm good.
I don't, I
I'm
ain't
good.
wearing those things.
I ain't wearing that.
So, but yeah, no, I'm gonna go either during my lunch break when I'm working from home, or I'm just not going to go. I can't do it. I don't like going to the gym, especially with the resolutioners in there. It's overrun with just people, and it's like that. I'll say this: it's got too many people who are now like doing a set, and immediately, what do they do after they're done? They just did their 10, pull out their phone, they sit there and F around on their phone for like 5 more minutes. I like sat there and just I was like, F it. Like, I want to time. I'm gonna time you. I want to see how long you can go. And it was
Oh,
like 5 to 7 minutes. One time 5 minutes, another 7. I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
yeah.
And it's not like I was on the stair machine, so I was like, okay, well, at least I'm still moving. I'm not sitting on another machine just staring at the person. It's like, oh my god. What are we drinking? We doing NAs. It's dry January, baby.
I got a Shiner Rodeo. This one's the amber, and then I'll also have the citrus wit and the golden brew here in a little bit.
I've got a couple other ones in the sitting in the cooler next to me. So yeah, I'll have a couple of those. But I will say this: I'm not doing a full dry January. We're gonna do it for the show and showcase some beers and things like that you can find that are, say up to our standards as far as beers. Not every NA beer is good, and we understand that, right? But they make a lot of good beers. A lot of companies out there have dedicated time and effort and are strictly NA brewer.
Athletic is one of those that they got some really nice ones. Been wanting to try that rodeo. Yeah, they've got Jason, you should be able to find the mix pack. That's got the 3 different ones in it.
Yeah,
And
one's
it's
a
like
blonde,
10
one's a red, and one's a what's
wit.
the
Wit.
wit?
Yeah.
Um,
It's a golden, it's not a blonde.
oh,
It's a
golden. That's
gold.
what they
Yeah,
call
it's
it.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going through the fridge. I've had enough. The fridge is out of control. I did day 1 of clearing the fridge. Now, there's beers that we have set aside, each of us, that they've been tucked away for like 2 years. We're gonna get to them. Those are our clear the fridge episodes, late night beer things. We're gonna be doing those later, but I'm gonna go in there, grab the next one up, hit it. Now, I did have a video today that I talked about how I might omit some of the brutal beers just because, I like to see those when I
You don't
open
wanna kick a
beers.
dog while he's down.
But I don't wanna use those.
They've
Anyways,
been they've been out of business for a minute. So,
I like to see that logo, and I like to see that the can art. I like to see that. You know what I mean? What do we
yep.
got here? Dry January's for quitters. Drink some Everclear and vodka. The hell with your liver 25. Oh boy. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Now, you know, I like some Everclear, I like some of that stuff, but I don't know. I think I I got too much brown liquor in the cabinet, and I need to get into that. And I've got a nice little, scotch that I got for Christmas. So I need to get into it. And I have you got more Buffalo Trace. I've got 2 bottles of that. It's like I need to kind of start dip my toe into that. It's nice and cold outside here in North Texas. It's fire weather. So I need to sit down, you know, crack one or open it up and just have a sip.
Yeah, speaking of fires, we went to the sister-in-law's place for, New Year's this
Mhm.
year, and I get over there and a little fire pit going, and she got the fire going, and it's just I just look at us like, "Oh, no, this isn't gonna cut it." Like, there's like a log here and like a log there and like one like back this way, and I'm just like, what is going on? There's no organization. We're not doing TP. We're not doing log cabin. We're not doing anything. We're just throwing shit on it. And the fire's going, but it's not like, the fires I build, right? It's rip roaring, gonna melt some holes in your pants if you get too close to them type things. And so I was just like, all right, and she's got the little grate over it, right? And I'm like, okay, where's the thing? I got to get this grate off of here. I got to fix this fire. And yeah, five
I just need
minutes
to get
later,
my
it's
hands
like,
on this thing.
I just gotta fix this. And she had like these little baby logs, like they were like in a bag as opposed to like the ones that are like plastic wrapped,
Okay.
right?
I've seen
They're
those. Yeah.
about half the size. They're all the way around, but they're like half the length.
They're like
And
called
so
pinion logs or something like that, like pinion
yeah,
logs or something, where
so
it's a whole log. You know what I mean? It's not split. It's a smaller piece of lumber there.
right, and so it's kinda hard to get some sort of structure going with
Yeah.
that. But I figured I got it all figured out and had that fire roaring before you knew it.
All right. I'm on number 2 here. This is Oktoberfest Partake Brewing. I got to take a picture real quick. So, and I just, of course, I spilt it because I had to slam the bubbles out of it. But, anyways, you have a good New Year's?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We just all kind of chilled around the fire and just had some fun listening to some. We were listening to a lot of old school music.
Ooh, how old school?
Like
Because I got to know
some
what old school is for some people. Like they say old school, and it's like from the 90s.
yeah, or 80s, 90s, 80s,
Okay.
90s, the type stuff. They had that going, sitting around the fire, chilling. The kiddo got this would you rather game.
Oh, nice.
And it's like it's just like a metal tin that had the cards in it, like a stocking stuffer type one. And it's geared towards kids, but like some of these questions are
Obscene.
I was I'm not saying they're obscene. I'm just saying they're just like, what the is this? Like,
That's why you always have to watch. You got to watch your kids. You got to watch what you let your kids
I mean,
watch, and
I'm fine, but it's
you know what I
like
mean.
one of them is like, what was it?
It's not the way it.
What
Yeah.
one of the options was drink a smoothie made out of like body fat or something like that.
Okay.
Or I can't remember what the or was on that one.
Oh, come on,
But
man. You got to hit me with the or.
here's what I'll do.
Call the kid into the room and pull it. That's gonna
They're
be a
not here. They're not
oh,
here.
oh.
They're not here. It's girls' night. They're over at they're over there doing their thing.
I'm
But
not clicking on the other thing.
next week I'll have it with me,
Feels a fun.
and we'll have a would you rather segment
Okay.
starting next week. And like one of them was like, would you rather have a lightsaber finger
Ooh,
or shoot lasers out of your butt?
lightsaber finger.
Yeah,
I think
because
so. Yeah.
otherwise you got every time you shoot a laser out of your butt, you got to either
Well,
pull
can you
your pants
control
down
it?
or replace it. Yeah, you can control it,
Okay. I
but
was, I was
you
like,
got
let me
to pull
just
your
see.
pants down in order to use it.
The first question: would you rather this movie? Would you rather communicate? All right. Would you rather communicate telepathically or know every single language on the planet? Telepathically.
Telepathically,
'Cause you can just be secretive, you know what I mean? You're just like, "Hey, you can go to
right?
the
Yeah,
bathroom and just knock it out real quick." I mean, everything I do is it's always gonna lead to something like that. Alright,
knocking it out.
bathroom. Yeah, I'm the taco of the show. Alright, so I've got Oktoberfest Partake Brewing, I just mentioned that. This is 30 calories, 5 carbs, 0 sugar. The 30-calorie amber brew combines German hops and malts with smooth hints of cinnamon and nutmeg. It's actually sold out in most places. This is something that's been sitting in the fridge. I did. Oh yeah. The St. Arnold one. I meant to mention this too. It was canned on 1/8/2024, so it's almost a year on its can date. This other one is best by July 2025, so we're still good on that. Now, Untapped has it checked in like less than 300 times. I'm going to check this in, and it's a non-alcoholic lager, no IBUs, no ABV. It's average score 2.98 out of 214 ratings. There you go.
I'm moving on to the Rodeo Golden Brew now for beer number 2, and
It smells good.
let's see here. This is the Rodeo Golden Brew. This has premium 2-row malt for their malts. Their hops are European hops. The yeast is lager. This is available year-round in cans or a draft. This golden brew has a crisp malt taste and subtle hoppy finish of a classic American lager, just without the alcohol.
Nice.
Bam.
Yeah. It's these aren't too bad. Most of these we've already had. I think there was a new one that got dropped. It's also a big shout out to Old School for dropping a little coin in the beer fund. If you're wondering about that, Cash App is Strikeout Beer, Venmo is Strikeout Beer. No amount too small, but yeah, no, he gave us a little Christmas gift, and so we'll. There was some beer that we had found, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this one next. So,
Bureau.
Bureau, dude, there's so much NA. There's so many NA options out there. We go to Total One. That's like the store closest to me. And not only that, but also like spirits, right? There was somebody that I guess had got my feed that, we're doing dry January or whatever. The lady's making mocktails, had a full on like, what was it? It wasn't a old fashioned, but it was something kind of like that, like a take on an old fashioned. I was like, I haven't really made a drink like that in a long time, but I was like, I'm kind of down to try it. You gotta have you gotta muddle it up a little bit. You gotta have your bitters. You gotta have this and that because it is a complex drink
Right.
to an extent. I'm like, you know what? I'm on that. I'm in on that.
Whiskey's moving on to Coors Light beer number 11.
Ooh, please go live tonight so I can jump in your stream and have some fun with you.
That
I
didn't
need him to
sound
go live. I need him to
sexual
go
at
live.
all.
Hmm?
So that didn't sound sexual at all.
No, my 2025 is going to be real hands on. I'm real
Okay.
handsy. Yeah.
You got so speaking of new year, new you. Any resolutions? You have New Year's resolutions?
I decided this will be the year that I am going to be happy. Right now, I don't know what that's gonna
So
mean. I've kind
complete opposite, or just continue to be. You're happy when you're angry, so you just can continue to be angry, so that you're happy.
Had a miserable 2024. I don't want that to continue. I'm kind of tired of it.
I
And
told that to the lady, the cashier in Vegas, because like I'm sitting there getting my card, and you're like, "Come on, man, we got to go. Let's go." Like you're just very aggressive, and you're like, "We got to go." And she's like, "What's wrong with him?" I was like, "He's an angry elf." And she's like, "What?" I go, "He's not happy unless he's angry. We don't have anywhere to go. We're not on any agenda. He's just this is just who he is." She's like, "Oh, one of those." I go, "Yeah."
no, I'm not going to have a lot of HR meetings this year. I'm actually a pretty good employee. I act right in the office. I know how to act. I was going to tell everyone how bad they really
Because
suck.
no one else is in the office.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, they're there. They just remodeled our floor too, so I got to go back. Probably I start work again this week, but I don't know if I want to go to the office or not. Like, I think I'm going to go on Friday. So I've been off since I was supposed to be off like 2 Wednesdays ago, and I only got off like the week of Christmas and then like this half week here. Kind of sucked, but yeah, I don't know. My resolution is, well, I had some things I was going to say it was going to be funny, but anyway, I don't know. I kind of just thought, man, I'm kind of doing the stuff that I already want to do. Like go to the gym where I actually feel pretty good.
Right.
I ate like crap over the break, buddy. I like dropped like 30 pounds and I guarantee it. I put like 20 back on,
Oh no.
just eating. And I didn't feel bad about it at all. I was like, nah, man, this is awesome. I was like, I'm having the time of my life. I was like, this is awesome. But no, when you eat crap, you feel like you do feel
Yeah.
like crap. Like, oh my God.
I 100% agree on that.
I gotta get back on at least
I
eating normal.
Yeah. For me, I don't do really resolutions. Like I have like goals, like things that I want to accomplish this year. And one thing that a goal that I started last year, um, this year really start putting the plan into place for it is running the Dallas Half Marathon this year. Doing that with our buddy Sergey. Reached out to me in like October and was like, "Hey, you want to run the Dallas? You can go half." He goes, "You want to run the Dallas Marathon in December?" I was like, "No, I haven't ran in like a year, Sergey. I'm not running a marathon in 2 months." He's like, "Okay, what about the half?" No,
Can you walk
10K?
those things?
You can, but
It just
I'm
takes
not
forever.
walking. Yeah, yeah.
How many
Um,
miles is it?
uh, full marathon's 26.2. Yeah,
Why does anybody wanna run that far?
I
It
like
brings
I
me back
did.
to, like, Emmett,
I did
Doc from, what is it, Back to the Future? Anybody run anywhere? Yeah, they do it for, like, fun, though. Run for fun.
Yeah. No, I did the half marathon years ago, when I was getting, I was starting to take my health more seriously and was doing a lot of jogging and running. And Sergey was like, "Hey, let's do the half marathon." I was like, "All right, I'm in." And then he hit me up again, late last year, and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it this year, Sergey." He's like, "Well, what about next year?" I was like, "Next year, okay, I'll commit to doing it with you next year." So that's something that's going to start. I got to start putting the work in for that and doing things with that. And I've been doing some stuff the last couple weeks with the kiddo as we're doing like off season softball stuff for her. A lot of like, footwork, running, jogging, stuff like that. So I've been doing some stuff with her a couple times a week. Uh, Not just telling her what she needs to do, but I'm out there doing it with her. Right. Uh, was doing and it's like with some of the stuff, it's like learning what it's called now versus what we called it when we were kids. Like when we were kids, if you're on the basketball court and you ran to the line and back and line and back, they were called suicides for us. That's what we called them.
Oh,
Eh,
everything's so different now. Yeah, you got to call 'em.
right,
What do they
and
call them now? Down and backs or something?
yeah, I think she said like back and forths or something like that. Because I go, all right, we're gonna do. I was like, have you ever done suicide? She's like, what? And I'm like, where
So
you're
you have
gonna
to
run from
talk to
that
like a
cone and
drama
back and that
teacher
cone.
now or
And
something
she's like,
after
no,
saying that?
no, we don't. Oh, those are back and forth. That I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't call things what they were anymore.
The Utes.
Yeah.
What do they call it when you get all the drinks from the fountain, like from you know, a fast food joint?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't asked. You know what? I don't know that she's done that. Like, I mean, again, for us, another thing that we called a suicide.
Yeah.
I guess we were just obsessed with the word suicide when we were younger. I don't know.
I mean, you
Uh,
just, it's not like it's crazy stuff.
right. Like you're pretty much killing yourself, dude. I'm gonna mix them all.
I mean, you
Uh,
kind of are because it's like terrible for you. But as a kid, you didn't care. You're like, oh,
yeah,
I'm going to live
yeah,
forever.
it was awesome. The only thing I've seen her mix all the different flavors, like she'll do, like if we're somewhere with like slushies, old school's in the house. What's going on, brother?
They do the cherry and the cherry
Happy
Coke or
New Year
something
to you.
like that.
Oh, she'll do them all, like Mountain Dew, Coke, cherry Coke, blue raspberry.
I haven't seen one of those in forever. That's why I always thought there was just two. Like I haven't done one. There was one time Austin, he goes, can we, I was picking him up from camp and he's like, can we get I was, yeah, get a slush if you want. I go, okay. So he gets like this giant ass one. He's like 10 years old, maybe. Climbs in the back of the beast and just I go, and I lost every bit of I lost it like I lost it. And so I was like, all you see is cup and slushy and everything else just getting chunked out of the side of my car. I was so damn pissed. I was like, God, I felt so bad for him too. Like,
Oh,
just overreact. I always overreacted back then. I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah. Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Happy New Year, old school. Good to see you in here,
Happy New
buddy.
Year, man. But yeah, no, for me it's just goals, right? And I just in general just want to just kick ass this year. Like, you know. Um I don't, like I said, I don't do resolutions. I have goals that I set that I try and accomplish, and that's kind of the route that I go for me.
Yeah. Is it flat that you get to run on? Or is it like you got some hills in there? Like how
There's a
bad does
little
it
bit.
suck?
There's some hills. That's
There's
not.
some
They're
great.
not bad, but if the course is the same as it was, a few years ago, it's
Yeah.
not all flat, but there's no like big, huge hills or anything like that. Like when we would go run that one in
Keller.
Keller, yeah. Where that was that massive hill that you had to run up, but then when you came back around, you got to go down it.
Yeah.
But by that time, your legs were kind of.
Jello, so you got
It
even
was
more risk of falling.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to pack heat out there or anything like that? I mean, it's in Dallas, so
No, no, you're running through like the not necessarily the downtown area, but the suburb type area. If you run the full marathon, you run over there by White Rock Lake. But the half didn't take you over there by White Rock Lake again, if it's still the
interesting.
same. But
Interesting.
yeah, no, you're going through kind of the business area there, and it's cool because like a lot of businesses will have people out front. You're running through the neighborhoods, and people are out there in the neighborhoods with signs and things, cheering, family members on and all that fun stuff, or just not even necessarily just the runners on. Because like we've heard Junes talk about it on the ticket. Like he lived over there off of the course, and he would just go out there in his front yard, and cheer people on. There's a few places that you pass by and people are they're they chose chaos that day when they woke up. They chose violence, and they're sitting there, they're handing out shots to people, right? Um,
They're just looking for a good time, man. Just looking for a
yeah,
good time. I see here, save the date, the 54th anniversary weekend, December 12th to the 14th,
okay,
2025, the BMW Dallas Marathon Festival.
yeah. Now it's like a 2-day event type thing where they have like the full and the half on one day, and then they have like a 5K and a 10K, and I think they just have like a 1 mile fun run or whatever.
They got some events here. You got an 8K, a 5K, a 5K team, 5K walk, and a 100-meter dash.
Okay.
The full half and ultra are on Sunday.
Oh, they got the ultra now. How many miles is the ultra?
I don't even know, bro. That's something we can't even figure out.
Hey Siri,
50K,
how many
31 miles.
Oof.
Jesus.
That's
So tack on another 5 miles. They're like, yeah, you know what? Slap something else on that damn thing. Like, oh my God.
Henson's in the house. I hear you just run for an extended period of time.
It's like yogging or something. It might be a soft J.
We've got some breaking news. Cletus has been hacked.
Oh, the cat?
The cat has been hacked. I saw that the other day.
Dumbass clicking on links.
Early reports are the cat will not be back. So we're going to have to deal with Henson henceforth.
No,
so RIP to everybody who watches.
I was looking for, I was for some reason I looked down at the button and I was like, where is it's so hard to say goodbye? I was like, I couldn't find it.
That's my favorite line.
I mean, too. You know what I mean? Can we get 20 reposts, chat? Reposts? You mean like shares? Whatever. Oh, he's on X. Yeah. Thanks, old school.
Yeah. Hey, ironic twist in that Dr. Pepper came before Coke.
I need you to clip some more stuff. We probably need to have him on since we're doing like remote and stuff like that more and more. Yeah. We need to bring in a third.
He wants us out there. I told you he wants us to come out there. And I hadn't told him that you told me, oh, hell no, I'm not driving all the way out there because I don't want to die. But yeah, TJ said, if you guys haven't been to Bearded Science Brewery, is awesome. My new favorite place.
One, it's not awesome. It's okay. It's over there where the truck yard. I like the tiki bar that's out there, TJ. The tiki bar is my favorite. Beard Science it's a cool atmosphere. You're part of 3 different things. So you can open a tab, one, then you can go from there to the truck yard, to the tiki bar or whatever, right? So it's a real cool place, but they're all sours.
Oh.
And guess the ABV on all the beers there, Alan.
5.
Nope.
3.
A little bit lower.
2.5.
When I saw that, I go, I got to drink like 50 of these just to feel anything. I was like, oh, thanks for the flight. I did a flight. And I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I went on like a Friday afternoon. Lizzie and I were off work. And I'm, you know what? Thinking of that now, I might head back over there.
You said they have whiskey as well. So.
Oh, at the beer. Now they have it out there. They didn't have when I went. I went there last year, the year before, 2 years ago. So it was 2 years ago. Yeah.
And Hinson said you don't want to die.
I mean, I do.
You were in on the Super Bowl party.
I might be. Yes. If you are having the party again this year, and I'm invited, I have a +1. Yes, I think we'll make the trip out there. I'm just going to take off the Monday, and I'm probably just going to spend the night like at a hotel or something like that. Yeah, I got to figure it out because I wanted to get riggedy wrecked last night. I started gearing up. Like I already had, I don't know, a couple of those old fashions he had made, and I was like, the game was kind of getting towards the end. It might have even been over, and we were kind of just sitting there. We are just still
and
enjoying.
You're starting to ramp
up. We were still like no one was leaving. We were up in his little secret bar. We're in a secret area. You know what I mean? Just and I was like, I'm ready to throttle up. Leslie was like, I go, will you go get me another one? He goes, no. I go, am I done? She's like, you're done. I go, okay. It's like, I guess I'm done. Just this place sucks. It's a fucking prison. I'm playing at bullshit. I was so mad. Yeah, no, I can't wait. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. And plus we need to talk about the league. And I owe you money for the league. I texted you before the league even started about paying, and you never responded. Like, yeah, he doesn't respond to my text. I don't know. He did that one when I was bitching about the trade. He responded then or whatever it was. So I don't know. Yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, I can't wait. I'll be out that way for that. I mean, if we can, I know it's a busy day, and I know like if the Lions aren't playing, are you going to come out there? We can knock out a show then. A little pregame, Super Bowl pregame.
I might make that happen. But again, I'm planning on them being there, and
they might.
For me, I want to watch. Like if the Lions are in, I want to sit there and I want to watch it. And if I go to Henson's one, it's not about watching the game. And he said that it's not necessarily the game's on and it's there, but it's more so about
it's the experience out there.
Experience, right? Yeah. Well, again, I when we make it, I'm locked in on that game. I'm on my couch, and that's it. That's it. You know.
We had a blast. I think there was one person that was a Brian. He's a Chiefs fan, so he was like the one that was. I mean, everybody else had like we had squares going, bets, side bets, all this other, money flying around. Everybody's trying to have a good. But he was sweating it a little bit. He was having, whatever. I was like, I get you. I mean, it's not like you guys haven't just won one anyway. But I think that was last year, so they already had one in the bag from the year before.
They had a couple in the bag.
Yeah.
I think because Mahomes has 3, right?
Yeah. I'll say this. If I'm in Vegas, I'm sorry I won't be there. But if I'm not going, which Lizzie says she doesn't want to go for a little while, I'm like, okay, fine. But if we're getting the VIP thing, then I'll go there. But yeah, no, I plan on driving, making the trek out there, and then I'll stop at Parker County Brewing on the way out there. Grab me a little slice of pizza and a couple beers. I still have the beers from last year, like a couple of them. I was like, oh God, that's what one of them that's up next. I looked at it, I go, huh. And I was like, I looked at it, was like 9%. I go, not today, buddy.
Yeah, he said you'd be able to watch, but there's lots of distractions. It's better when there's a fab of one of the teams, though. But here's also my other thing about going and watching it with other people. If we're not winning and the game's not going good, I don't want to deal with other people's shit. And especially if I'm somewhere where a lot of people are drinking, and then you're gonna have those really drunk guys that are just gonna not act right, Like I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, you're one of the loudmouths that don't act right half the time.
I don't know,
especially if they were the winning and there was someone else was there.
Okay, who on this show has been thrown out of places more? You or me?
You.
No.
You tell me all the stories or whatever. You got tossed out of here and there or whatever.
I have never had. No. You
drunk ass.
Come on here. We almost got kicked out of the casino. Plus, last time we went to Vegas because you're drunk ass.
Yeah, those people are so sensitive. They're touchy these days. Well, yeah, I plan on being out there. It's a great time. Like I said, had a blast last year. The NFL season ends. We just sat there and talked about. We did the SB Fantasy Show where it was more about football and playoffs and whatever more than anything. So we are definitely ready.
About half and half.
We're definitely ready for the playoffs. Playoffs are great. I'll tell you what, I was a little burnt out this week with football being on like 5 days and whatever it was. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're trying to set lineups. I'm going to lobby for the playoffs to be over like last week. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do this. I can't do this Christmas, whatever.
I'm not intolerable. I'm just, I'm fine. I'm fine. You've seen me. You've watched Lions games with me before. I'm not intolerable or anything like that. I'm whatever.
I'll get my last one. What are we at? 45? Okay. My last one out.
Yeah.
You drink yours, slam yours real quick, and we'll talk.
I will. I'll be right back. Hold on. You hold down the fort for a second.
All right. Anyways, yeah, no, he's like, I told him that he's the new, the Lions fans are about to take over the Cowboy fan on like the annoying levels, right? If they win, that is, they haven't won anything in forever, whatever. And so if they hit it, if they win, it's going to be just terrible for the next handful of years. Anyways, I'm having now Partake Brewing Juicy IPA. I got words and stuff like that on the internet. I'll tell you about it here in a second. Let me get it cracked and get it going. But yeah, it's a good time out there, Henson. I'll be honest with you. I hope you had some fun times while you were traveling. I did see you on the gram and whatnot. I think it was the gram. Out there traveling all over the place, man. Good for you. Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a milky looking thing. So this is the juicy. Yeah, it's definitely a juicy one. Water. It's ingredients: water, barley, wheat, hops, yeast. Contains wheat. Yeah. But product of Canada. I didn't know that. So it's packed with pineapple, mango, and stone fruit. This juicy IPA provides a satisfying hoppy sweetness in every sip. Bring it along with you. Belt out a new tune at karaoke with pals. I thought it said penis. I was like, that's weird.
Belt out a tune with your penis. A penis.
I did have to make a comment on whatever. So, speaking of fantasy football, I was on the interweb weighing in on people. There was a bunch of crazy upsets and victories, and I saw a couple ties. Like I saw more posts about ties this year than I ever have in the past. I was like, holy crap, that's crazy. And
And
like,
that's with fractional scoring too. Like it's not with like the whole point. With the whole point scoring, you get it a lot more. But to get it with the fractional scoring is absurd.
unbelievable. And so I went ahead and made a comment. You know, they're like, well, what do we do now? I was like, well, you either run a 40 or pull your junk out. A champion must be crowned.
Oh God.
And that was
Is this
a hit.
where you talk about how you think how funny you are?
It was a hit. I'm telling you. I
Yeah.
was like, you know, apparently people think that was a interaction. He had other people like, well, then count the bench points. I go, what kind of stupid S is that? Count the bench points? You know what I mean? Like if you got a bunch of guys on IR or injured or whatever, it's like come on, man. It's got to be something else. You can do
I
points
didn't
for,
stock my bench, right?
yeah, points for, points against. You know, you got other ways to do it. I go, that's the dumbest way to do it.
A cage match, right? 2 men enter, 1 leaves. You know,
just get it done.
It's got to be handled some way other than that. If you do anything, say, okay, we're going to take it another week, right? We'll go ahead and keep the score for the next week, week 18. Look, it's week 18. You know, both teams are going to have some people out. Do that. We're going to do a coin flip. We're going to do rock, paper, scissors. We're going to Wochambeau for it. We're going to do whatever we can, right? Yeah, we'll see here, Henson. Isn't it wild how fast a fan base can turn intolerable? It's amazing. You're kind of rooting for them to get one, and then they quickly get cocky. And like, here's the thing: like when I'm watching a game, it's not over until the game's over. Like I've been a Lions fan my entire life, and I have seen shit just disappear like that, right? Like I've gone to Lions and Cowboys games where we're getting our butts kicked the first half, we come back, we win the second half, or vice versa.
Nice.
All of that stuff. I don't, and then when it's over, I'm not in somebody's face. Like there's no point in doing that because then you're going to try and some idiot's going to try and fight you, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. AFL is moving towards decimal for next season. For more accuracy, we will round to the nearest whole number for the final scores.
Okay. Why not just have it? Whatever. This juicy IPA I'm having is 25 calories, 4 carbs, 0 sugars. Already read most. Well, did I read that? I don't know. It delivers a vibrant citrus flavor you'll love. Is refreshing, smooth, and guilt-free brew packed with tropical fruits. We already talked about that. Yeah. Mouthfeel, great. Put it in your mouth. There you go. Just another. I didn't take a picture of this stupid thing.
Citrus Wit. I'm moving on to the Shiner Rodeo Citrus Wit. So
I bet it's sour. How about that?
What, yours?
No, yours. It's a wit.
Wits aren't sour.
The hell they aren't.
It's a wheat beer. Wheat beers aren't sour.
Wheat beers are a little bit sour. They are a bit sour. Remember that jam pack we had? That was the craziest time. It was just like floating around the pool. We knocked back a 12-pack at like midnight or whatever damn time it was. We just floating around. Yeah, give me another one. We had the music going and stuff. That was the year to be alive.
It always, like, if we're talking about I think that was our happiest point in our life, was the night we were out there at the pool and you were playing all these trap music songs, trying to figure out an opening for the show. And we went through the jam pack, and it's just, life was simpler. It was simpler back then.
It's a better time.
And we've never found that mix pack again, by the way.
I don't know where the jam band.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know, but
it's got to be out there. I don't even know. It's Flint's. I don't know what that is. Anyways,
oh, that's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. So, anyways, yeah. What do we got coming up? Anything? We're still gonna do. We're doing dry January, but I'm knocking out regular beer. I'm trying to clear the fridge out. Maybe next week you'll be here. I gotta clear out some room because we put up all our Christmas crap. Did you put all your shit up yet?
No.
What day is your cutoff day?
I think she'll start working on it like tomorrow or the next day. She's off the rest of the week. I think she might even be off next Monday too. I don't remember, but yeah, she'll.
Is that the fucking Noid behind you?
Yeah.
There was something that popped up, and I looked at Liz and go, I thought that was the fucking Noid. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you guys just run it out for the next week. So it's not a date like that.
She typically works on it. Like she'll typically work on it like New Year's Day. Mm-hmm. But up super late last night, slept in today, and then she's went back over to her sister's. The nephew's over there and stuff, so hanging out with him too, and all that. But yeah, so she'll work on it. It stays up until the new year, and then the new year it comes down. It's usually this day, but it happened to fall on a Wednesday, and she's never home on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we could never get a good pizza in that house with that around. I like is it the Family Guy when when Adam West kicks the shit out of him? He goes, maybe the Noid should have avoided me. And every fight scene was crazy. He's like grabbing him and he throws him against the wall and just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I picked it up at Pastime a while back. Like he's been in the background since we've been doing the remote shows. You just noticed them today for the first time.
I
But
might have seen him before, but I was like, oh man, because the Noid was on the brain.
they had a whole bunch of like open box pops. It was like $2. I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me, buddy. Like that's it. You know, I've got another one that's an open box that is pretty awesome that I think I need to work into the background over here. But I got a Danny Trejo pop.
Oh, funny. From is it from the movie or just him in general? Like
it's just Danny Trejo with his shirt off, so
There
you can see his tattoo there.
Yeah,
His Selma Hayek tattoo.
God, yeah, we put stuff up like all the Christmas stuff goes out like either or Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving night or the day after Thanksgiving, and then it stays up until today. Like I want it done today. We took down both trees, took out all the decorations outside, and turned the lights. Just I was like, hey, it's over. So that I'm cleaning up the garage now. I got a bunch of stuff for you to take. Either we meet up this weekend or you come over or whatever, or you come over next week. But ton of stuff, and then even like some toys and some other stuff that I've had for a while.
Okay.
That I'm like, just throw it on the shelf, man. Just throw it. We got to put some stuff in that booth, baby.
Yeah, dude, it's been these last 2 weeks have been good. The last 2 weeks have been good in the antique booth for sure. Yeah. College football playoff is total garbage. Okay, all right.
I find it to be
I think Kenson's an Arizona State fan. That's why he's upset.
I think you're seeing like why you didn't need this before.
Well, but
why you're getting it now.
1 year though, right? I think going forward, it's the best thing.
Of course, and it's money generator, right?
You're going to have a little bit more parity. You don't have the same. It's exhausting watching the same 4 teams playing every year, and they really want it's great. Like everyone talking now, it's like, yeah, see, this is why when Alabama got beat yesterday by Michigan, they're like, this is why Alabama didn't belong in the playoff.
Yeah, they were number 11. Like it was like they were 11, they barely made it in, and the game was 19-13 anyways. Like, okay, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. And some of the other games you've seen have been just kind of, I mean, typical college games where it's like 44-31. And
I'm okay with the 12-team playoff.
I'm fine with it. Like it's way too many teams, but maybe you don't need the bye week. Maybe get rid of 4 teams.
Your first round was okay. You didn't really have any close games this year, but it's not going to be like that every year. I think we need to see it for a few years before we can say, okay, maybe we can cut it down to 8, or you know what? No, this works out. But the first year out, you got to kind of. But here's my thing: just college football in general is just it's the way that it's going. It's more like professional sports as far as like we were talking about it during the SB Fantasy Football podcast, where there's a school out there rumored to be offering Quinn Ewers $6 million to come back next year and play for them. Like players are going to moving around way too much. You've got a bunch of Alabama fans that are pissed off because Milrose was before the game. He's out there on the sideline recording NIL videos for money and not focusing on getting ready for the game. And then he goes out in that first quarter and has 2 fumbles and an interception. And you're like, oh, but hey, you recorded your videos for your NIL money, so you got that going for you. What's the point of conference championships? Well, you get the automatic bid.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it needs. Like someone had posted a bracket that looked pretty, I think, reasonable, right? Like if you're not in a conference, you have to play, but I think it's just conference. You win your conference, you're in. Let's trim this down. We don't need it, but it'll never go. The number will never decrease from where it's at now, Right.
It's just going to go up.
It's going to go up to 16.
It's just going to go up.
It's
We're
going
in
to be
a
money.
14 playoff.
Yeah, it's going to be March Madness there all of a sudden in December, in January Madness, baby. But Boise State didn't need to be a number 3 on a bye. Oregon, listen, I know they're undefeated, but Oregon, no one thought that Oregon was going to do anything today.
I mean, I didn't think they were going to get beat by Ohio State because they already beat Ohio State this year, right?
It's just different.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Ohio State sucks. So
16. Give me 8 then. If you're going to do 6, give me 8. Unless you're going to do the winner of the conferences and the people get a bye week. You know what I mean? 42.
I need 42 teams.
Yeah. I thought Texas was going to lose today. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, they jumped on them in the first quarter and then nothing ever. And then every time I walked in the room, it's like, Arizona State scored again. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. And then it kind of got back and forth. And when he missed that kick, I go, why is the coach talking to the kicker so much? I go, yeah, he's probably telling him, no, just relax, man. It's no big deal. I'm like, dude, you're in this kid's head. He's gonna miss it. And then dong. Oh God. But yeah, you have Texas beat Arizona State in double overtime. Ohio State beat Oregon 41-21. Penn State beat Boise State 31-14. I appreciate they didn't get the initial cover, but I was at the bar and it was giving me 20 points. I go, I'll take Boise State plus 20. Thank you very much. And then you have tomorrow the postponed game, the Notre Dame and Georgia game. So it'll be tomorrow at 3. And then so you have the Cotton Bowl already kind of it's already hashed out. You got Texas and Ohio State, which is didn't they play in the championship like 10, 15 years ago?
Who's that?
Texas and Ohio State. Vince Young, maybe?
No, Vince Young was USC.
USC?
Or no, US. Yeah, that was the Vince Young year because it was Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush and Vince Young. That was a really good game.
And then you got, like I said, Penn State's already moved on. They punched their ticket, so they're waiting on the winner of the Notre Dame and Georgia game. Georgia they're the number 2 seed. They had a bye week. Notre Dame thumped Indiana 27-17. So yeah, we'll see. And then the championship's on January 20th. So get the wait. Well, you got the semis on January 10th, 9th and 10th. Yeah. And then you gotta go to the 20th. So football. I mean, mix in, obviously NFL playoffs and then the Super Bowl. So
no, we still gotta finish the regular season. We still got
regular season. Yeah, it does this week. Yeah. Never ends, bro. It never ends.
You know what though? I like football. I was it a lot.
Out. I was like, God, because I think the thing was I was partying. We were going hard, and so I was like trying to set and line up some pickup players, and obviously, like I said, I picked up a player and didn't put him in the damn lineup. So I was like,
yeah,
I just had a rough week.
If you do it on the app, it gives you the option, like when you pick them up, to put them in your lineup. So
starting lineup, yeah.
I don't know. You just didn't do that. So hey, whatever.
I felt myself.
I will say, like this year, I didn't watch as much football because the kiddo had practice on Sundays, so we were always at the ball fields on Sundays.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I missed. I did, Henson, and I said it once, and I'll say it again. I didn't think there was any way that I could think Aaron Rodgers was any more of a D-bag, but then you watch that, and you're just like, oh man, this guy, like.
I think Lizzie said she couldn't get through it. He's so monotoned or something like that. And he's just kind of like low speaking. I'm like, well, she'll fall asleep on anything. So, I mean, even if that guy comes in there, like Ben Stiller, is it Ben? Who's the guy that used to be
Ben Stiller?
Who's the guy's name? Win Ben's Money, maybe?
Ben Stein?
Ben Stein. There you go. Ben Stein.
Bueller.
Yeah.
Bueller.
And Comedy Central used to be like a great station.
Now it's South Park.
Yeah, now it's just South. That's all they got, man. They got
replays of The Office. You catch the reruns of The Office on there and Parks and Rec and that. But as far as like original content, I don't know what they have as far as original content anymore.
Nothing. Big bag of nothing.
But also, like, I don't watch. I watch streaming stuff, right? I watch all the streaming channels. I don't watch TV. Like, I don't just be like, oh, let me turn TV on and see what's on. No, I pull up a streaming service and I watch things. I go through, I binge watch series and things like that. Like I just started watching The White Lotus on Max. I'm like 4 episodes in on to season 1. Not bad so far. Not bad.
Got great
I heard a lot
reviews.
of good things. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. But yeah, there's a pretty funny scene in the first season, like episode 3 or something like that. That's pretty good. I think the spiritual stuff is fascinating, especially for a superstar in any walk of life. Like, I don't. He tries to. It's all like, oh, it was, everyone always doubted me, and I always had to wah 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 wah. He is very Ben Stein voice wise. He is, and it's just, I don't know. Oh, and then like towards the end when he, talking about coming back from the Achilles, he's like, no one's ever done this before, but I'm going to show everybody, and blah blah. Dude, just stop. Nobody. But yeah, no, because I plowed through it the day it came out, because this thing's like 3 episodes, like an hour each or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Like,
I just think space is super. Let's get out of here.
Already, it's already that time again.
It
Man.
is. Yeah, I have to switch on the chip on the show. Yeah, they have
They
to.
don't have to. You don't have to.
There's some that just go out there and play. They know they're all right, but yeah, no, that's just. It is what it
It's
is.
okay to not. I will say, how are you feeling about the big news that came out though?
Oh, Brian Gumble dying.
Brian Gumble died?
One of the Gumbles did.
I did have a great moment last night. It was a little bit backwards at a league moment that
I was like, you were excited that Brian Gumble died?
No. I honestly, I didn't know Brian Gumble died. R.I.P. Stay hard, Brian Gumble.
Is it him or is it his brother? Who's his brother?
I don't know. Greg
Gumble died. Yeah.
Okay. But
that changed
someone made something about made a comment about like Michael Jackson. And I was like, oh, what's he doing these days? And they're like, he's dead. I was like, what? Or no, it was the other way around. It was Whitney. And they said because they made a comment about Whitney, and I was like, how's she doing these days? They're like, she's dead. I was like, what? How's Michael Jackson taking it?
I love the league. We're not laughing at that. It's not fun. Well, I guess I don't. Whatever.
We're laughing at the league because Rafi makes a comment about Michael Jackson being dead. He's like, what? Michael Jackson's dead? How's Whitney taking it?
That's my favorite gift to put on X. Oh, boy.
And then it was the other way around because someone made a comment about Whitney Houston. I was like, oh, what's she been up to? She really saying new music lately? They're like, she's dead. I was like, what? How's Michael Jackson taking it?
That's how they know you're just a fraud, right? As soon as you say that, how's Michael Jackson taking it? Oh, my God.
Oh, man. But no, LeBron's younger son, Bryce, commits to Arizona.
I don't follow that under who gives a shit. Is he better than Bronny?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, maybe that'll mean
That's
something.
What they say. He said they say he's the one that you got to watch out for.
He's the Cooper Manning of LeBron.
Well, but he's still playing. Cooper had to quit because of the injury. If it wasn't for the injury, Cooper would have been the best of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, legend.
He could throw a football over the mountains.
I don't. When did
Whitney die?
2009. How about that?
Not here anymore.
Shut up, dude. 2012. Damn it, I was close.
Not even close.
I said 2009. It's 2012.
What?
Yeah.
She's been dead for 13 years.
Forever.
Gosh.
Yeah. February 11th, 2012. That bathtub.
Man.
They didn't post pictures of her in that bathtub, did they?
I don't think so.
Bobby Brown's still alive? Jesus.
Is he?
Isn't he the one that got her killed? No, he didn't kill her, but he got her hooked on hooked on the stuff, man.
He used to have to go fetching for her.
When I used to type in Bobby Brown, it pulls up the wrong one. She's a nice lady.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Well, the first name.
Her middle name's Bobby?
I don't know. I don't know how that works because she's like British, so things work different.
She's like a Halsey lookalike sometimes.
Yeah.
Bobby
Brown would smack her ass around when she got. No, he used to have to because she was on all the smack and she couldn't poop, so he would have to fetch it out.
Oh, why didn't you just ram it home? That'll knock it out of her.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. He was on all the smack, so he couldn't get it up.
Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah, dude, she's already 20.
Yeah.
So she's 20. They're gonna play like they're 15-year-olds on that stupid show. I can't believe that thing hasn't come out yet.
I don't even know if
Stranger
they
Things
started
or whatever.
recording the last season. Smack.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
stop with the Stranger Things smack. Yeah, smack.
Smack.
Such a great word.
Smack. I mean,
All
you
right.
can use it so many different ways.
Let's
It's
just
so
go.
great.
Just get out of here.
Just go. You don't want to keep talking about
Bobby Brown.
no Bryce. Oh,
Bryce Young.
he Bryce James.
Bryce Fine.
He's the one.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about right now.
Bryce James, LeBron's kid.
Yeah.
He's the same one that said that he didn't want to use his dad's number because he wanted people to judge him for who he was and not who his dad was. Because he'd be like, oh man, who's this number 14 out here? This Bryce James. Man, he's really good.
Oh God. Oh, he's 17. He's 6'6". He's a big dude.
Yeah. But no one's gonna know he's LeBron's kid because he doesn't wear the same number as his dad. So
And he wears glasses. So he's got his glasses on in the game, stuff like that. He needs to get those what was that dude? Horace Grant? Did he wear those big old goddamn goggles or whatever? Yeah, he needs to get some of those. They'll never fucking put two and two. They'll never figure it out.
He's like Superman. He puts on the glasses. You don't know who he is.
Yeah. I read it said education. It said Sierra Crayon School. I go, what the fuck is that? It's Canyon. I can't read. He's 6'6", 180. I mean, he's got at least some weight on him for being 6'6". Yeah, commits to Arizona. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, nothing.
I don't even know if he's any good. I don't know. Oh, he does wear those little sport court glasses or whatever. Who the hell's Savannah James? It said search for this person. Oh, is that LeBron James's wife?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, married LeBron
James. Does she wear the same number as LeBron? Because that'd be the only way I would know if she was in any way relation to him.
Yeah, all her dresses have 13 on it or 14. Whatever fucking number he's in, whatever number he is. Yeah. Fucking all her dresses and stuff, and yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. How he's gonna? I mean, Arizona is a traditional they're not. I guess they're not a traditional blue blood school, but dude, they got some talent, man, and they make some hay in the playoff or the March Madness. So that might be something to look out for. I mean, he's just a forward, right? I mean, 6'6", or is he a guard? He's a shooting guard, a 6'6" shooting guard.
Yeah. I hear he yells out raindrops when he shoots it.
I'll fucking watch every game. If you wire that kid up, right? You mic him up, and he is out there fucking just half court raindrop, or anything. I mean anything like that. Oh, buddy, I can't wait. Like Sandy Lai. Oh my god, yeah, I'm in. Like I am totally in.
Just a great character.
Yeah.
So great. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, new year, new you is going great for you. I don't know. We love you. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
Talk to you later. Deuces.